What's up, gang? It's JB here. I'm here again with my fellow constituent, my ace boom poon. Introduce yourself.
It's Butterfly. What's up?
And this is That's That on That Podcast, episode 2.
Let's get this shit started, baby.
Right? What's the topic?
First of all,
right?
Let's break the ice now. Hi, I'm Butterfly, and I'm an idiot. And I don't think much when I speak.
I didn't want to say
that
anything.
was a lie.
I
you guys see what I mean?
I can because
See what I mean?
You said you were an idiot. I didn't come in my mouth.
Alright, bet. Whatever.
All I'm saying
Shut the
is
fuck up.
you just sound
all
like
I gotta say
you
is
just seem and you just are me hoy.
Alright. That's
fun.
Nah, chill, love me.
Hey yo.
What the fuck was I saying? Oh, I didn't really care, clearly. And Jabril doesn't either. Actually, maybe a little too much. But it's straight, and I just called you by your government. Fuck!
It's fun.
Oh, cool. Alright.
It's my name that's under my name is on here.
Okay, but anyway. Now that's out of the way.
Screaming.
We can actually have a conversation.
So today.
Oh my god, mimosa. Stop, because now you got me in a drinking mood.
Shut up, crackhead. Jesus Christ. Anyway. So on today's topic, that was in my brain. Just something I feel like I wanted to talk about. Something that needed to be talked about, honestly, especially for us young, what are we called, millennials? I sound old as fuck saying that shit, right?
I have no idea what we're called.
Because we're not Generation Z. That's them dumbass fucking younger kids.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I guess you can say millennial. Anyway, listen. People in my generation. I'm 22.
20.
Butter is 20. And, basically in the age group of, let's say, 19 to 27. And it's basically growing into adulthood. It's a very broad topic you really can go off of. It's a topic that people, my age and in my generation, we don't necessarily talk about too much. We're just basically experiencing it. But that's just something I wanted to do today with Butter.
I feel like it's also like a hard conversation too, because we gotta really reflect on ourselves. So that's why it's not spoken on.
And that's a fact. But I feel like it needs to be more spoken on a little bit more, just so bring awareness to it, and
we don't feel crazy.
Try to navigate. Yeah,
I feel like we all feel crazy, like
right.
All of us.
I feel like we're going through it by ourselves, and we're not going through
and
the
it's
same
like,
experience.
bitch, wake up, look, just look,
Right.
and it's like, dude, what? Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like bringing a little bit of awareness to it, it'll at least let motherfuckers know, like, you're not alone. We go through the same thing. We're going through the same thing.
Just in different
in some
ways.
type of in some type of we're going through the same experience, just a different way, pretty much. So, how do you feel about growing into adulthood? Well, let me start off with the question: do you feel like an adult?
I feel like I'm at the brink of adulthood, for real. I feel like I still have maybe a perk or two of being a child in a way, or still having that innocence to me. But I feel like everything in my life I'm right there. I just have to take that step, if that makes sense.
I feel I'm obviously doing a whole lot of adult shit.
Yeah.
Adulthood is ghetto as fuck. It's the worst that I've ever been to so far. Please, somebody rescue me.
That's what
I'm doing a lot of adult shit, but a lot of times, not a lot of times, but more than a few times, I feel like, sometimes I just feel like I'm still like a kid. Granted, still been 22, young, but I'm still an adult.
Still being,
mentality and everything else like that. But sometimes I still feel like I am a kid and just like looking in on the world, like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
well, it's not even that. Like,
sometimes, like when I'm doing certain shit, I feel like
I feel like
that. I just feel like a fucking kid. Like, what am I doing?
It's more with me. It's more like the mentality is. I don't think the kid mentality has left me a long time ago.
Not necessarily the mentality. It's just.
But just like a perspective, like that. I've lost that perspective. Quite honestly, which is really sad to think about. But I feel like.
I mean, if you had a good childhood, you should be ready to like grow up.
Well, yeah, but in a way, to want to let go of all that, it sucks because then...
It sucks because
adulthood, I have one
experience.
word, shitty. Like, shitty as fuck. Like, it's the worst thing that, like, I hate it.
It's the worst and best thing at the same time.
Right.
Worst
it's
and
like
best thing.
bittersweet, just like a lot of things in life are.
Yeah, because it's like when you were younger, you wanted to be a fucking adult for whatever dumb-ass reason. I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why. We wanted to be an adult as kids because we felt like adults had freedom. We felt like adults can do whatever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want, which we can. But to a certain extent,
with responsibility.
they didn't know. We didn't think when we was kids. Oh, I can't wait to be an adult. I'm tired of blah blah blah. Whatever. We didn't think that was gonna happen, or even worry about having the responsibility of being an adult. And it's a whole lot of stuff that you need to, do and go through and everything else like that. And I mean, yeah, we're still growing because we're still young. So I mean,
it's kind of like
adults,
when I was a kid,
like
not a kid, but like when I was like, that middle age, I always was like seeing people saying like that so many great things happen to them and victories and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, like I wish I had a victory. Like I wish I had something I could really, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like really, not flex per se, but like experience. And but little do you know what you're asking for. You ask for that, like you ask for adulthood, bitch. All the trials you gotta go through.
Player?
Yeah, like I'm here to stay, bitch. And you're like, whoa, this is not what I agreed to. That was not on the lease agreement, bitch.
I didn't sign that contract.
I needed the gold store. I didn't want none of the other shit.
Calm the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I have my receipt. Can I get a refund?
Please, like, this is bullshit. I take it back. I'm stupid.
That ass.
So that's like with adulting too. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude. Yeah, but like I was saying, I just feel like, like the mentality and all that's gone, but I still feel like I kind of have that protection in a way, and a lot of people don't feel like they have that, but me, fortunately, I found protection in where I stay. Although I don't, I do. You know what I mean? You
do. Because, I mean, you also have that security of, knowing that you have this at your disposal or fingertips.
True. That's true. So, it's just like, that's how I always felt. I don't know. I like where I'm at right now, but at the same time, I know I could be so much more. And I just need to take that step and take that risk. And then I could really start my life. Like not anybody else's, but my own. But I could lose a lot.
That's the part of being an adult, though.
I could lose so much, That's
part of, yeah. I mean, that and one thing I know, I do it because I feel like this is the best thing to do is take accountability. But there's so many adults that I know that's twice my age and sometimes even 3 times my age that still can't or don't want to or just run from taking accountability. Like, it's so sad to see. And I mean, granted, we're growing up in a whole different area. Times have changed. Shit is going up. People get to realize a little bit more. Get exposed to a little bit more. So where I see where we can, be kind of different. I mean, even still people in our generation, around our age group and stuff like that, a lot of motherfuckers can't take accountability either. I don't want to necessarily say we have an excuse because we're still young, but
no, I think our generation plays the victim mentality. Everything is being done to me. Boo-hoo. My life fucking sucks. Bitch, it only sucks because you let it suck. Like, shut the fuck up. I mean, I don't want to be one of those annoying people because I understand, but at the same time, it's like, your life is literally what you made it. Like, it's literally what you make it, dude. Like, as cliche as that is. So there's people that, I'm not saying complaining is a bad thing, because it's healthy, it needs to happen for you to grieve certain things. But it's like, after a while, you can't give me a sob story for the rest of your life, bitch. What are you going to do about it?
Not too many people that do that.
Dude, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're sitting here boo-hooing for years on end.
Always some bullshit. Yeah. Oh, I'm the victim.
You're supposed to look back a year in your life every year, and you should see significant change. And if you do not see significant change, there's something wrong with you.
All I'm feeling is, at the end of the day, you have, as an adult, there's no excuse for you to not take accountability. Yeah. Own your shit. Be on your shit. You said what you said. You did what you did.
Right.
Stand 10 toes down and don't be no bitch. Because honestly, I feel like not taking accountability is the pussy way out.
It is.
Like, you being a big ass bitch because you're obviously too frightened or scared enough to take accountability.
And not even to, like, pull my business out there, but, like, when, let's just say, I see a family immigrate from somewhere where there's no opportunity there. If I were to grow up there, my life would be completely different. I would live. My parents, my grandma, they still have the farm to this day. They raise cattle, they raise chicken, and then they cut off the head before they go to pluck it to have dinner that night. Like, it's that, my life on a prairie type shit. My life could have been different. I'm not saying I'm
definitely would have
rich.
been a farm girl.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm rich or anything, But I would have.
saying y'all comfortable.
I would have lived really impoverished. Like I would have. It's just
Comfortable.
So
Now.
he saw it that he was starting a family, that this, that, and the third. All right, this is my situation. I can either be this or I can be. I can take the biggest risk of my life, and I can risk so much, but I could have the life that I need, the life that I want. You know, I could go after my dreams. You know what I mean? It's so hard for you to really choose that, and then you choose that. And you know what I mean? He unfortunately didn't see his mom for 18 years, I think it was, and then she died.
Oh, wow.
So it's like he sacrificed that connection with his mom. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, it's actually really sad.
That's a huge sacrifice.
It's enormous because it's like the people that you love the most, and now you're kind of like contradicting what you said, but it's like I love you, I love the people, you know what I mean? I love my people so much that I'm willing to do this, you know what I mean? But like for me, now, I fortunately was put into a position where I come here, anything that I want, I can achieve.
Right.
Anything. Because, like, unlike you and me, obviously, I have a little bit of a privilege. I'm a little lighter than you are. You know what I mean?
Talk your shit.
And I'm not wrong. Like,
listen,
I'm going to take...
And for people out there, don't take offense, because don't spin it in another way. If you listen up and hear it right and hear it good. Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, but, like... You know what I mean? It's so sad to say, but it's also, like, it's the truth of, like, America right now, what's going on. You know what I mean?
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fuck shit that's going on. It's disgusting, honestly. But it's the truth. It's the reality. You know what I mean? But it's like, although I can't relate to you here, I can't be like, oh, I feel for you. Oh, no, I have no idea what you guys go through at all. At all. You know what I mean? But it's also like, if I were to be in Brazil, I would be facing the same shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just in a different way. Like I said, we're all going through the same thing, just in different ways.
And also, that's a different, different country. So
literally, so I would be treated so differently. You know what I mean? And my opportunities would be null and void. Yeah. I could literally, if I were to be in Brazil and I were
and I think that's how you can empathize with us. Yeah. I think that's how.
And it just lights a fire in me because I saw it happen in my home so much to the people that I love the most, which were my parents. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit. Ugh. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have literally gotten to screaming matches with people, cried. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're taking my own fucking rib out. Like, it shit hurts.
You do cry.
But it hurts me. Like, it hurts me. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a you know what I mean? It is on go. I will shoot you in the fucking face. I don't care. You lucky I don't got a gun. It's like, no. Cut that part out. Like, see how I just went? Yeah.
It's fine.
I just, wow.
That's
but,
fine.
My life would be super different, you know what I mean? And, wow, that was crazy, because I just went into that rant, and I forgot where I was going, because I got so mad.
Like, calm down.
I'm cancer, chill out.
Calm
Daddy,
down. She's like, but the bitch-ass hoe in the back told me to calm down.
I'm screaming.
Crazy.
Oh, it sounds like something that trailer.
You didn't see that video. Then she was like, yeah. She's like, are you making a good example of cussing in front of your kids? She's like, my kids can't hear me. Why? Because they're in my car. Listen to Kids Bop. Kids Bop. I was howling, yo, bro. I was like, all right, who's this white woman? Like, get her the fuck off my screen. This is the funniest thing. She looked nutty as fuck. Like, nutty as fuck.
I'm fucking
Kids Bop.
Like, have you ever seen that one video? And it's like my mom before we're gonna get like visitors later in the day. Everybody! He's running around the vacuum in like this little Frozen outfit on.
Hey yo.
I need it to look unlivable in here.
Hey fucking yo.
Screaming.
Milk.
Hilarious.
Milk.
Fucking funny.
Definitely need milk. But
Fuck
yeah,
off.
Going back to growing into adulthood.
Oh yeah.
After that 25-minute break. Growing into adulthood, along with the responsibilities that you have as being an adult, as being young, and I suffer from this a lot. It's procrastination. I feel like we all can relate on it. Like, it's so fucking sad. It's bad. That's because I work so much, and I'm either working and trying to have a life, and then also trying to, go places and build this and build that, and always trying to find another opportunity to, monetize on everything and just live life to the fullest. Your responsibilities always got to be some type of priority, preferably the first one, because it's like when I'm not working, as I told you before, when I come home, like, I don't want to do shit. Right. Not only that, along with that, it's just, I don't know if it's like just inside because I'm young, or strong statement.
No, it's like I just want to. You're prioritizing feeling a little bit of everything because you feel like life isn't just one thing and one thing only. My life isn't to pay bills and do bullshit.
Yeah.
Pay bills,
so when it's time
lose
to
weight,
relax, I
do
just
this.
like
Bitch, fuck you.
honestly,
I want to do what I want.
Honestly, when it's time to just like relax,
But that's
when I get off, I don't want to do anything.
Of childishness, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, we all grow.
Of course, but like you said, but it's fine. I don't think, but it's like I feel like you do have to sacrifice a lot sometimes, especially like, you know, for example, with like me with the school thing that I was doing, and then also working full time, and then. You know, opening a fucking business. That shit was crazy because I have never been in so much stress. Like when I tell my friends, yeah, like you should open a business. Like a lot of work goes into it.
Definitely, especially a restaurant.
So much work goes into it. Yeah. Oh my god, I never had so many meetings. I was like, dude, I can't think about myself for a second because it was so much. It's like, dude, so how the fuck am I gonna prioritize stupid shit? No, I am gonna literally. Things unfortunately get kicked up to the top of our list, and like. Things that matter so much to us kind of have to be put last.
On the back burner.
Just for a minute, because it's like, I need to figure this out, or else, what the fuck am I going to do? You know what I mean?
I don't know. But back to procrastination, I really feel like it just... I don't know. It just... Sometimes it feels like you got time, and sometimes it feels right, because it's like, okay. It's like a little bit of a stress reliever to be like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Right.
But then it's like also like you gotta get your shit done ASAP.
Yeah, because what's the point in tomorrow? Do it right now so you don't gotta worry about it ever again. Like,
exactly,
damn.
but you don't.
Sound
really,
like my dad when
really,
he.
I'm saying you don't really care or worry about that when you're trying to just like get some peace and get some like relaxation. Just like I said, I do a lot, so I like when I'm trying to motherfucking relax. What? I don't want to do anything. That's why I barely cook now because I fucking work from sun up to sundown. Yeah. So when I come home, I'm like, I'm not fucking opening shit. I'm not getting up. Like, where's the DoorDash? Where is the Chinese food?
Right.
But that's why I don't really cook like I should. Although I've fucking been to culinary school and I've been cooking for like 16 years. Make that make sense. You know what I mean? You'll think I'd be in here Chef Brown RDing it up. Like,
with the lemon and the this and that.
It's like, nigga, no. I cook on Sundays and maybe a Tuesday. But... I ain't. But that's fucking procrastination. And I've been fighting it. I'm trying to get better with it because my procrastination levels are trash. Like, I'm last minute. Well, I'm a on-time type of person, but, like, I'm last minute to doing the shit that I really need to do. Like, turning the fucking assignment.
I'm late, and I'm late.
Turning the assignment, I'm literally, it's due 11:59. I'm, like, here at 11 o'clock typing away. Like,
I feel you.
Yeah,
I used to be that way.
When it comes to shit that matters... I think basically that's mostly what it is. When it comes to shit that matters, the shit that I really have to do, I procrastinate because I think that goes into me stressing about it and trying to get that quote unquote stress reliever by just saying I can push it off. So basically, like I'm still in control of my fucking life, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, how about your procrastination levels? How do you feel about that?
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, I know how you are. You're fucking late to everything.
Yeah, well, listen here. That's a different thing. I
procrastinate to be on time, I see.
I procrastinate to be on time. No, I run on my own schedule. So people see me when I
as problematic as fuck. Yeah, I understand.
I know it's problematic, but you know what? If I'm allowed to take up space, so suck my dick.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I'm allowed to take up so much space, bitch. I mean...
No, you're not.
If only y'all saw that.
Don't ever do that ever again.
That's funny as fuck.
Like,
what?
Don't do that anymore.
No,
don't do that at all.
Okay. You're just a hater. He's mad that his what do they call it?
Exactly.
What do they call
You're
it?
fucking slow. I ain't supposed to be a backyardigan and still dumb. Like what?
Suck my dick. Shut the
fuck up. You're one of them little Einsteins. It's like pat your lap, pat your lap, pat.
That show was hard as fuck. You can't even tell me different.
I'm gonna say the science kid type guy.
Of course you are. That's why you look like a squirrel.
I look like a what? Squirrel. And you look like a Jezebel.
Hot breath.
Ain't this life for me? So basically, going back into being an adult and growing into adulthood, it's especially us being young. It's kind of like we're juggling so much for most of us, because everybody has different paths in life. It's like we're trying to figure everything out of even being an adult. We're trying to work. We're trying to move out, live on our own. We're trying to make sure we're financially good and we actually still can have fun, have some type of life on the side of working so hard to try to get so much. And like I said, this is not for everybody, but for the people that y'all know who I'm talking about. If you are one of the people, you know you like to work and get your shit and live a certain life while also trying to finish college if you're still in college, while also trying to, make sure everybody around you, if you are the type of person that takes care of people around you, make sure everybody else is good. It's like, it's so much to really try to do and try to get your mental right and grow as a person.
That's
and try to actually learn. That's annoying.
I really want to, as sad as it is, I want to make the sacrifice that they made. I want to move. I want to go to somewhere completely new where nobody fucking knows me and just build my life the way that I want to build it.
Mm-hmm.
I could be whoever the fuck I wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could move to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, Colorado tomorrow. Right. And I could rebrand myself. I could be, like, this whole different person.
Honestly.
I could do that. But it's like, do I want to sacrifice what I've already built here?
It's not.
I didn't even mean to.
You're right. Know? For me, it's not even like necessarily do I want to sacrifice everything I have built here, but because wherever you are, when you're building something, it's going to have roots, so it's going to attach. It's going to have to be able to maintain. But it's like, no, but for me, now I know what you're saying, but that's just how it just processed. For me, it's like, I feel like I don't want, because I like stability.
Right.
And I need to be stabilized at all time because I don't like any point of instability. I've grown up with that. So I'm like... But
I thrive in chaos.
Right.
I always have.
Right.
And then you see the reason
I always
why.
love stability, though. I mean, I can move around in chaos because that's been my fucking life. But, like, I like to be stable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I like to be stable, but I just so happen to only know chaos, so therefore that is my peace, you know?
Oh, true.
It's sad,
and
but it's true.
That rings true to a lot of things.
Literally. Literally.
But I'm trying. What I was saying, it's stability. Like, I don't want to be like, okay, let me go take, and I like to take risks, but when it's like huge risks, especially financial risks or instability risks, I like stability. So I don't even want to take them because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to even have to experience, making sure I got a job. If I don't have a job, how the fuck am I going to live? Where am I going to live? Yeah. What if I go down there, I'm stuck, I don't have a house, I'm homeless. I'm not trying to do any of that shit.
Right.
The unstable shit.
But you know how much character you grow in that?
Yeah, that's cute, and that's nice, and that's powerful. But
that's powerful. But I don't
like that. I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm
and maybe it's because I'm afraid of being unstable. Because I like to be in control, I guess you can say, of my life and everything that I do.
But do you ever stop and think, like, maybe you feel that way? No, that you feel so, like, hypochondriac over controlling shit because you feel like you were always consequenced, like, extremely negatively, if you did, in the past?
What? Extremely negatively?
If you feel like you need to be in control of situations. And then I'm saying that could be, like, an underlying, like, oh, it's just because you're anxious or because, like, maybe as a child you were, like, punished so badly over if you were to fuck up. You know what I mean? So it then grew you to be an adult that can't not be in control of anything because when you weren't.
Well, no. It was because when I was younger, obviously I'm a kid. I'm not in control. So a lot of the things that I've experienced that were negative. So kind of sort of like what you're saying, but not necessarily like pinpointed. Mm-hmm. A lot of things that I didn't have control over that were negative in my life happened a lot of times. So I don't like not being in control. And then, the person that raised me, my grandma, yes, I'm talking about, I'm not going to say her name. But, I'm talking about my grandma. Y'all know who she is. She's a little bit of a control freak. You can tell I said that because I told her that too. And man, she raised me. I inherited that trait. Yeah, so, on top of being a Virgo, perfectionist. So I'm just like, I need to be in control. It's like, I feel like if I'm not doing it, it's not being done right for me. Like, that's why I'm like asking people to do stuff for me because I feel like if you don't do it exactly how I said it, it's not going to be right. And let me not put that pressure on you. That sounds so narky.
Yeah, it is very narky, man. But, I mean, it's bad because I understand you on a spiritual level.
Exactly.
So it's like, I do the same thing.
I'm
then get mad when people do it. You said what?
it's because it reflects yourself that you don't fucking like, but you can't control.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you don't. That's why you don't like it with other people. And then
So,
also, it's like, I'm in control, bitch. What are you doing?
And then people think, it's funny because me being the overly late person, they think I'm not in control, but I'm like, bitch, I actually am very much more in control than you.
I was here late on purpose.
Like, you don't understand the thought process that goes into everything that I do. It's a lot, bitch.
Well, it's a lot of head to feel. You have a chrome.
Bitch, fuck you.
Oh, wow. No comeback.
I think that's a food break because you just hurt my feelings.
Fuck off.
No, I'm kidding.
Hey, I'm here. I don't even know. Are you eating them stale ass fucking pretzels?
They're Oreos.
Them shit's loud as fuck. Anyway, hit that like for me, please.
Oh my god.
Dang. So
I don't like
another thing. Going into adulthood, at least for me, maybe it's more so me trying to be a perfectionist. Just in life, I mean, that's just I can't help it. It's just it's in me. But maybe it's like I said, maybe it's that. Maybe it's also growing into adulthood. It's like when you're trying to get so much stuff done and accomplish so much, and trying to like do this, do that, and get it done and over with, and trying to set goals and stuff to have it done. It's like stressful as fuck. And although it's self-inflicted stress, it's still stress because you feel like you still got to get the shit done because you feel like, okay, maybe this is what I think adulthood should be, or this is what I want to do more of when I'm an adult or as I'm growing or whatever the case may be. Right. It's like basically giving yourself an imaginary deadline. It's like, okay, I know what I want to do. I need to do it by this date. I need to do that. Okay, I also need to do this. Okay, make sure I need to go to work and be on time, and then make sure I get everything right.
Where did I make my list? Where did my list come from?
Yeah, where did my list?
But in reality, we don't realize it's our surroundings that shaped us into having this.
Well, it's like a society type thing, honestly, because it's like this is supposed. They paint this picture of your life has to be like this in order to have a good life. Your life should be like this. You should do this. You should do that. You should make sure you have the best house, the white picket fence. You need to make sure you graduate. You need to make sure
you get married.
You need to make sure before you turn 25 or whatever, you need to have a kid or so. Blah, blah, blah. 2 to 4 kid minimum. It's like societal standards. And I think that's what really grows into it. And because we were, basically thrown that image in your face your whole fucking life, you think for some odd reason until you break out of this stigma of thinking that way, you think, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, or this is what I have to do in order to get to where I want to be, and also to be a good quote unquote adult.
Or when you get to the point of realization that is your situation you're in, and that's why you think the way that you think, it's like really hard to get out of it, because now it's a choice. Now it's do I go against everything I believe in, or do I go against, you know what I mean? Maybe they're going to paint me out to be this, like, freak, basically, you know? You're choosing to maybe be...
And also want to uphold some type of image or whatever the case may be. I can see that, too. A&R type shit.
Yeah. But, got a reputation I pulled, but at the end of the day, that reputation ain't going to make me happy. The fuck? I ain't trying to make nobody else happy but me.
But me, exactly.
But I know.
At the end of my name
holds weight, so I gotta move different, but hey.
That's true. And I mean, that's just a, like, you and me thing. Not necessarily you and me, because there's way more people that's like us.
Yeah, but people that think like us, what we're talking about.
Exactly. I mean, everybody else, go to hell. Not just saying. But, it's a real little...
Okay.
Hi.
So I was scrolling through Instagram the other day, actually, and it reminded me of the whole imaginary deadline thing that you brought up. You want me to read it to you?
Yeah, what does it say?
Hold up, let me pull it up.
As if I already don't know, right?
Huh? Right? You're going to have to edit that out so the sun's genuine.
Screaming. We are organic.
Because organic has those apples, so I'll charge you for it.
Right? Fuck. Oh, alright, cool.
Alright, but so the post, it says this. The username is Southpaw Grammar.
That's his Instagram name?
It was funny. I don't know. Oh, shit. My light went out. Hold on. Need my light. Anyway, so, this post says this. It's like, my boyfriend didn't go to university until he was 28 because he didn't feel anywhere near ready when he was 18. He graduated with first-class honors, went on to do a master's, and is now a history teacher. It's so much more important to do things when you're able to fully commit to them and do them to the best of your ability than a rush to do them by an imaginary deadline. And this post, like, freaks me the fuck out because I feel like it speaks, to me at least, but I feel like it'll resonate with everybody in a different way. I have my experiences, you have yours. Mm-hmm. But it's like, the part with, like, the whole, getting out of high school, boom, go to college. Done. No, fuck that stereotype. We just threw it out with this post. What else did we throw out? And just because he's older, you know what I mean, doesn't mean he can't be as successful because he still graduated with first-class honors, did his master's. Mm-hmm. Now he's, pursuing the dream that he wanted.
Yeah, so that whole work at your own pace, don't try to be like everybody else.
Yeah, and then it's like this just keeps breaking because even when it's trying to tell you what that was envisioning for them or the person that wrote this post, it also could envision something differently for you or me. So it's like, it's so much more important to do things when you're able to fully commit to them and do them the best of your ability than to rush. And it's like, they're talking about this situation, but it's like, I can apply that to that situation, but I can apply that to so many more. Mm-hmm. You can apply that to relationships, you can apply that to so many things in your life that you're like, you feel like you love so much or you want so badly, but it's also like I care that much that I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to like try to understand
and take it slow.
Yeah. So it's like, and a lot of people nowadays,
if
like,
you need to do that, of course.
Right, but like that's the thing. We're such in a rush, like as a generation, even like
that's because it's like instant gratification. Everybody wants that.
And we brought up relationship, which is why, like back in the day in our parents' age, the whole having sex before getting married. I know. I feel like that it was not that long ago. Our grandparents, that was something untold of. But now it's a normal. Like it's like, wait, let me dip my toe in the water. No, bitch, that's not how this works. You know what I mean?
So we're not dipping toes. We're dumping in naked.
I'm screaming. Yeah. But you know what I mean? But you see the difference, and you see how much more of a rush we are in.
Exactly.
In this time of day, like you know what I mean? We like the relationship that came up, and it makes sense because it's like. You see literally, as soon as people start dating, it's like a month in. I love you. Oh my God, you're the best. Like, you know what I mean? You want to find your person that you can wear matching flannels with. But it's like, that person is one and done. It's not every year it's new. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This is people you're going to experience life with, and you need to choose fucking wisely. So people nowadays don't get that. Like, they don't get that.
Everybody wants, I feel like with this generation, I feel like it is everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people, from what I see, it's like everybody feels like they're incomplete, which is okay because we're young. We still got shit to learn and everything else like that. But all at the same time, it's like if you have that self-confidence in yourself or whatever the case may be, to know that you are you. And how can you truly succeed in a relationship if you not even coming to me complete? How can
Exactly. It's literally the conversation I had with the kid the other day. I was like, how the fuck am like, you know what I mean? Are you supposed to be half a cup? And I'm supposed to be half a cup, and we, us as in anybody in general, you know what I mean? You show up, and you're like, this cup looks pretty cool with me, so I'm gonna fuck with this cup, you know what I mean? Cool. But then you start to get to know the cup, and you notice that they're halfway full, or halfway empty, whatever. And it's like, alright, bet. So now, you guys care so much that, like, one's gonna pour into the other to make them full, and they're gonna be left incomplete, or they're gonna be left wanting. Right. They're gonna be left with a fourth. So they have...
Yeah, and then they keep going back and forth. They're never gonna be to their maximum capacity.
So it's just a bad cycle. Like, it's a circular motion of this is never gonna... Not that we need things like that to, you know what I mean, benefit us.
Right.
But,
yeah, right. And that's what I was saying. It's like people, they feel it.
So if we were to really take our time to understand ourselves and stop with the, how these 13, 14 disgusting kids are nowadays. Not disgusting, but disgusting. Like, oh my God, like having sex and shit. Bitch, you're in the 8th grade. You're in the 8th grade. Where's your Polly Pocket? You know what I mean?
Not Polly Pocket.
Like, honest to God.
It's all about iPhones and Instagram.
It's
Nobody
disgusting.
cares about a Polly Pocket.
Yeah, now they want little Kim Kardashian dolls in their pockets.
No, they're just little thought pockets.
Dead ass. So it's like...
Nah, but like I was saying, it was like, it's people, being that people feel incomplete, they feel like, oh, I need a relationship, I need another person in me to make me whole.
Need you.
Yeah.
And then when you find someone else, you guys are going to grow together, you guys are both going to flourish. That doesn't mean you're going to intertwine.
And just be stuck.
Their fucking, what do you call it? Jesus Christ. Their accomplishments become yours. No, you still gotta pull your own weight, baby. Because that's what a lot of people do.
Right. I mean,
and a lot of relationships fail because one of the party doesn't want to pull their own weight.
Honestly.
Because they put what? They put that other person, they put themselves completely into them. So they weren't a person anymore. You know what I mean? Like, who are you if you're letting everybody else think for you? And you know what I mean? Right. You need to be your own person. You need to have your own voice. You need to...
Definitely.
You know? Or else you're going to get talked over every single time.
I feel that. I just feel like everybody is so wanting that instant gratification, going back to what we were saying. Yeah. From, whether it's instant gratification and or acknowledgement and... what's the fucking word I'm trying to say? Validation from another person as opposed to validating themselves and actually having themselves. But I also know that stems from, growing up mentality, what your surroundings was. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother episode. But as far as surface, it's just sad to see this, like, people feeling like, okay, I'm not enough, so I need another person to complete me.
Be like, actually, bitch,
it's sad
you're wrong.
It's sad to see people like that.
Yeah, it is sad. But, and not even bitch. I say that just because that's how I talk, but I genuinely pity those people. I genuinely, wish I could just shake them and be like, wake up, bro. Right, because it's your life, and nobody else is gonna...
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Nobody else is gonna put that shit... You know, come on.
Honestly.
And it makes me sad because it's something that I'm like, dude, it's in your face, but some people are so blinded by that shit.
Some people just don't see the bigger picture.
It's just sometimes... It's not even the bigger picture. That is literally surface level of... discerning that. That is like the next layer of the onion.
What I'm saying, going back to the young I was telling you, though, you need to really watch it. Some people don't have the tools to, know how to do that. Yeah. Some people don't have the tools to see that. Some people don't even, have the mental capacity to even be open-minded to see the bigger box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, That's just life, I guess.
It's crazy. It makes me sad.
It's all about where you come from.
No, because I don't think that's true. Because then you think about the people that, you know what I mean? They didn't become the product of their environment. They didn't become a product of the circumstances they were given. Right. It's about what cards you're dealt in life and then how you play it. Right. Because you could have a shitty, the old cliche sayings. You can have a shitty deck and still win the whole game. You just need to be smart.
Honestly, but once again, that still goes into not having the tools to even do that or to even know that. Because if you're around people or you're born into people, just idiots, and all you see around you is idiots, and all the thing is going to be around you is idiots, 8 times out of 10, you're going to grow up to be an idiot. Yeah. If that's your only surrounding. But I mean,
you don't know better. You
know better, you do better. But you thinking you are doing better because this is what you know. Which
that kind of makes me think about. You remember when this whole everything started arising and people really started speaking on the Black Lives Matter movement. Mm-hmm. And do you remember how there was instances where there were people? Crying? No. Oh. That there were people. I was just thinking. Okay. That there were people defending. Racist white people because they literally didn't know they would say certain things and they wouldn't understand the ideology. A lot of privileged people don't think they're privileged because it's even the only thing that they're the whole around. Kardashian trend and how they started doing all the dreadlocks and the this and the that and the braids. It's you don't understand the culture that lies behind that. So it's people are trying to give them a pass, but it's also no, fuck that. You know what I mean? Right. At the same time, because I'm no, because I feel they know, you know exactly what you're doing at all times. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even if you don't understand the deep level of it, you still, surface level, bitch, you're still a racist. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I can see what you're saying, but I don't necessarily believe that people are trying to jump on, because, us, we're just trendsetters. We set the trend, we set the bar, and just white people that come and steal it, and then try to make it something else, and that's when it becomes popular, I guess, whatever. So I understand, because I actually see a lot of that going on social media and stuff like that. Right. I understand the whole, I'm don't do that. You're not even a part of. You don't even understand. Mm-hmm. It's a privilege for you to even be able to, especially when it comes to hair. And I just seen, I think, who was it? T Noir on YouTube. Mm-hmm. She's really cool. Check her out. She was saying, what the fuck is she saying? She was saying something about white girls or, you know, girls that have loose or straight hair.
Right.
It's like, you don't get to do this and you don't get to quote unquote appropriate it because your hair isn't like this. You don't have, you know, the curly hair or the hair that you have to,
necessary
manipulate
to achieve that look.
Yeah, it's like black girls' hair. They can do everything. It can be silk. It can be afro. It can be curly. It can be straight. You can manipulate that to, you know, not necessarily manipulate, but you can use natural shit, heat, or whatever else
Make
to
it
achieve
whatever
that.
It wants to be. Yeah.
But white people, you gotta, you know, do all the extras to do that.
So
that's why people, at least that's what she was saying. That's why people be feeling disrespected by it.
Yeah.
But I do understand sometimes people have that come a product of their environment, and it's only for the people that is actually in that environment, not for motherfuckers that has no ties to the environment that it comes from or whatever the case may be, or can even care less. But it is.
So you feel like if a white girl grew up on a block that was like, you know what I mean?
I don't feel like
you
it's.
Think if
I don't.
They
I'm
turned
not
out
saying
to be a certain way.
Right, but I'm not
straight.
I'm not saying it's right at all.
Right.
I'm just saying I see because I seen the one girl, I think it was on TikTok or something like that. She was explaining how she, I guess, had what was it, baby hairs and then also braids or some shit like that. She was white. She was basically like, it's not necessarily trying to appropriate. It's like, quote unquote, showing appreciation. Now, when I heard her out when she was saying it still can be interpreted as bullshit because it's like, all right, cool, you can do that by complimenting or showing love, but you don't have to try to imitate. But they say imitation is the highest form of flattery.
It is. Shit.
So.
But
So I understand both sides.
I get why people would be mad at that video for
115%. I'm black.
I would be like, what?
Like I said, you know, cool, don't do it. But I mean, you know, people always try to have the argument, oh well, you can dye your hair blonde, or you can what the fuck? You can I guess have, you know, weave and shit like that to make you, you know,
put on a wig.
Yeah. Or make it look like you trying to be like one of them, like having blonde wigs and shit like that. It was like,
because have you ever met like girls that like are so, I'm not gonna say insecure, but insecure, and like just they wanna, you know what I mean, and they end up just like have you ever met like a black girl that like wants to be a white girl? Like you just know. I
used to go to HB DuPont, and for all my HBians out there that's gonna listen to this, y'all know where the fuck we was at. We was in Hocassin, so absolutely.
But then, you know, like, where you saw that, but we were a kid, so it's like, it's normal because they were still children, and we were still navigating like we all were. Right. But it's like now that we're a little bit more grown and we can have that perspective, you still see them, like, starstruck. And I'm like...
It just feels a little disrespectful for when it happens, because it's like, y'all can try to be us, but we can never be you. Not saying we want to be like you, because no, the fuck we don't.
Thank you.
Not like you, first of all.
I'm saying in general. Yeah, but no.
I'm saying for, you know, the non-black people. We can't be like you. At the end of the day, you might can spray it on, but this is us. So I see that part of people feeling disrespected by it, but I also understand the appreciation part. So I'm like, unbiased, you know what I mean? I'm always that way, but it's crazy.
I feel like you should always stay in your own fucking lane, you know?
Honestly, skirt. Stay in your shit. That's why I said it's still wrong. Can respect from afar. But I understand what you mean, but at the end of the day, don't do that.
Yeah, like, don't do that, sweetie. Don't ever do that.
It's my business. It's not my business that you're minding. Don't do that.
Dead ass. Like,
don't do that.
How about we do else? But anyway. Hey, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Pretty much. We can wrap this one up.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. I mean, this is episode 2 of the That's That on That podcast. You fucked it up. It's okay. Alright, well, that's a wrap, you guys. This is episode 2 of That's That on That podcast. I'm your boy JB. I have my constituent next to me.
Butterfly.
Butter.
I can't believe it's not butter. Butterfly.
That's a wrap. We'll be logging out.
Ciao.
Hold up. But wait, before you go, be sure to like, drop a comment, follow, smash that subscribe button, and follow us on all platforms at That's That on That Podcast, #TTOT.